Hey there, VCE HHD students. My name's Andy. I'm a VC Health and Human Development teacher. In this short video, we're going to look at the new VCAA Units 3 and 4 exam specifications. This is relevant to Unit 3 and 4 HHD for the 2025 plus HHD study zone. If you haven't already, you can engage with the Health Resources Hub in a number of ways. If you're on YouTube at the moment, you can subscribe with the button in the bottom corner of the video there. That means you'll get alerts to all of our new videos that are coming out across the year. You can also see we've got our website there, the hrh.net.au, where there's opportunities for teachers and students, and you can head there as that's being updated regularly and check out what's going on. You can also head to our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook page and follow us to get alerts to all of our new videos and other opportunities, as well as SAC and exam tips and advice, or you can email us at info@thehrh.net.au. Okay, so in this video here, we're looking at the new VCAA exam specifications that have been released today. So to begin with, what are exam specifications? So whenever there's a new or revised study design, and so for HHD, as you may be aware, that's from 2025 onwards, they release a new set of exam specifications, which essentially outlines the format and conditions for the end of your exam for the life of that study design. So for HHD, you can see here in these new exam specifications that the overall conditions are really similar to what they've been previously. So prior to 2025, there was already 15 minutes reading time and 2 hours writing time for the exam, and that hasn't changed. The exam also will continue to contribute 50% to the study score for HHD. What has changed, and relatively significantly, is the format of the exam. So prior to 2025, the exam was worth 100 marks and there weren't any sections. However, they've now divided it up into Section A and Section B, and the total number of marks for the exam will be 90 marks. Now, this is probably a good thing because in the past, the exam was worth 100 marks, and so now they've left the reading time and the writing time the same, but they've taken 10 marks out of the exam. So hopefully that means you'll have some additional time to add additional depth to your answers and make sure you answer all questions thoroughly. You can see there that Section A will consist of short answer and extended answer questions, and that'll be worth 80 marks, whereas Section B will consist of one extended response question that won't have multiple parts, so that means it won't have A, B, and C, it'll just be one question, and so that will be worth 10 marks. If you do have a look at some exams prior to 2025, you'll see that there has been a number of 10-mark questions in previous years, and so what they've essentially done here is they've just put that into Section B now and essentially said every year there'll be one question worth 10 marks. So that means you'll continue to need to work on those skills that allow you to answer these extended response questions, and that's a really important thing to try to do as you work your way through the Unit 3 and 4 course for HHD. So this is the significant change, I guess, that's occurred to the exam. What they've also done today is they've released a sample exam paper. And so you can see here a snapshot of the front page of this sample exam paper. You can head to the VCAA HHD page and you can download a copy of both this sample exam as well as the exam specifications we were just talking about previously. As you can see here on the front cover, they've given you a sense of how they've divided up the sample questions here into Section A, so 13 questions worth 80 marks, and then that one question worth 10 marks for Section B. So you can go and check out those questions there. So the end of your exam will look very similar, okay, to this one here. Obviously the questions will be different, but this gives you a sense of the format of it so that going into it, you'll be able to get the sense of what you're about to, I guess, approach. As you can see down the bottom of the slide here, we've got our website, hrh.net.au. We've got a free student newsletter sign up. So if you're Unit 3 and 4 student, you can head there and sign up to our free student newsletter, which comes out a couple of times a term, and that has some free SAC resources as well as exam resources and lead up to the exam, as well as tips and advice. So if you haven't signed up to that, please head to our website and do so. You might also be aware that I've worked on this book with ACE, so it's a revision question book for Unit 3 and 4, so it's full of 500 marks plus worth of practice questions to help you prepare for your SACs and the end of your exam. And so as well as questions, it's got full sample responses for all of those questions and also includes a full chapter on extended response questions. So as we were just talking about previously, there's obviously now that Section B in the exam, which is extended response question. So this resource here has a full chapter on how to answer those types of questions, as well as sample extended response questions and sample answers. So it's a really good resource as you prepare for that end of year Section B, but also Section A of the exam. It also has a full trial exam in this resource as well. So if you head to book.acevce.com, you can order a copy of that and that will come in the post. Okay, hopefully you found this video useful.